Hi guys, I'm Erica. It's nice to meet you. Today I'm going to take you through the 2026 Elevate Power Planner. I am going to be doing this on my iMac. I don't know if you're not familiar. I've been doing it with my other 2026 planner walkthroughs because it's just so much clearer. And also I don't have to worry about lighting in my office. Like today, it's just kind of like a rainy, cloudy, dark day. And yeah, so this way you can see it so crisp and clear and the colors and everything. And I think you're really gonna like it. If you do miss seeing it on an iPad, on my iPad, when you go into Etsy and you go to look at the Power Planner, there's a little 15-second video for all of my planners. So that way, if you want to see it on an iPad, you can. That might help. But yeah, so I hope you like it this way. I really like it this way. This is new that I have my face up on the screen, and I'm doing that because I just really, I want to, I don't know, sometimes I'm just like a voice, I've always just kind of been a voice, and I feel like it's just nicer this way. I don't like it that it's just a voice. It feels super impersonal that way. So I'm hoping that you like it this way. But yeah, so let's get into it. The Power Planner. The Power Planner is my most intricate planner in that it's month, week, day. But, the month has 3 sections like all my other planners. The week has 5 sections to it, and then the day part is 2 page per day. So you have your daily page and then you have a daily notes page. It is my most intricate planner. I call it Power Planner because it's like for power users, for people that really have a lot going on in their lives, or that just really have a lot of areas that they need to plan. So I think you'll see it when we get into it in a little bit. Before we do get into the actual walkthrough part, I do want to go over a couple important things. And one is that it is available in a free trial. All of my planners, all of my notebooks, mostly everything I make except for templates have a free trial. And this is super important because there's a lot of apps out there, a lot of different devices, and I want to make sure it works with your app and on whatever device you're using. I want to make sure you like it before you spend any money. There are no strings attached. You just go to my website, click on free downloads, free trials, and that's it. There will be 2 options available for you to try for it, and that's it. And you'll get the full month of January with all of the weeks and the days. You'll get one of the there's a 12 subject notebook included in the planner, so you'll get 1 section and then 3 notes templates. So it's just a really great resource because I know I've been there too, because I love stationery, digital and physical, and it's like I see something, I'm like, oh my god, I want to buy it, this is great, this is going to work for me, and then you don't do any further research because you just see a picture and you're like, this is so great. And then you actually start to put in your information and you're like, oh my gosh, it's not like I thought it was, or I don't like it, or it doesn't work for me like I thought. So please, please, please download the free trial. It only will take a little bit. The other thing I want to say is if you are on the GoodNotes free, if you use GoodNotes for your app and you're on the free plan, none of my planners will work for you. All the free trials will download because they're small enough that they'll download, but the actual planners are too large for the GoodNotes free plan. So I just want to get that out of the way right away. I'm not actually sure about the other apps. I use GoodNotes religiously. So just be aware of that planners are very large. So if you do have space limitations for your app, it might not work. Okay? All right. Now, all of my planners come in 5 color palettes, and we're going to go through them right now. What we're looking at on the screen is the Blissful color palette. Okay, and the color palettes, obviously it's the tab colors, so you can see my mouse moving around here. You'll see it in the months. You'll see it in the, you know, at a glance sections. You'll see it in the covers. You'll see it in a couple of the templates, but the actual planning pages are black and white. But the tabs always remain. You can't take the tabs away. So wherever you are in the planner is where, you know, you will always see this lineup of colors. Okay. So this is the Blissful color palette. And then we have Joyful, which the Joyful color palette does kind of, in my mind, mimic the seasons, because like February is pink and whatnot. Then we have Colorful. We have Neutral, which is black and white. It's very simple, very straightforward. You can see here. The Neutral color palette, however, does have in the covers, it will have color in the covers. It'll be the Joyful color palette. So obviously you'll get black and white, but you'll also get all of the colors that I use in the Joyful color palette, just in case you'd like to have a little pop of color. Okay, so you will get that in the covers. Then we have the Pastel color palette, and it looks like this. But for today's purposes, we are going to go through the Blissful palette. And again, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this, I am using GoodNotes on my iMac. I absolutely love it. When I first started using GoodNotes, like in 2020, it had said it was available for the iMac as well. And it just didn't load. It wasn't like it is now. So I highly recommend it. I love having my planner on my iMac. I actually have a dual monitor, so I pull up my planner in GoodNotes and I shove it over to my other screen, but it's always there with me. And it's just, I've mentioned before, I will do a video on using GoodNotes on the iMac, but it's really great. So that's what we're using today. And so my mouse will be like, you know, your pen. Okay. So anyway, let's see. When you download the planner, you'll come to a cover page. There's other covers for you to swap in if you want to. But this is the first one you're going to see. You can either go to the icons on the right in the tabs, or you can swipe to get to the info page. This is the home. By tapping on this, it'll take you to this little info page. It just has a little information about the planner. It has all of the colors that are used with their hex codes if you'd like to match your ink or your pen or make your own graphics. Then you can tap or swipe to get to the templates page. So these are all of the templates, extra templates in the planner. They're all hyperlinked. So here, when you tap on it, it'll go right to the page that you want. A lot of the templates down here, a lot of the covers, just for space purposes, you'll see it says 2026 covers. When you tap on it, you'll need to swipe through because I just ran out of room, actually. So I've bundled a lot of them. You'll see it says 15 stripe covers. So like that. I will go through at the end of the video all of the templates so you can see each one up close. And shoot, what was I going to say about the templates? I don't remember. Yeah, I'll go through them at the end. Oh, yeah. On the YouTube video in the description, I put all of the timestamps. So if you do want to jump around, you can. Okay. Or if you just want to see a very particular piece, you can. Okay. So anyway, this is the templates page. Then over here, if you go to the little table of contents icon, it'll take you to the table of contents page. And again, all my planners have a 12 subject notebook included in the planner. And this is the table of contents. So you can lay out all of your notebooks if you want, put the headings, put, you know, links to the pages. When you tap on the colored little rectangle, it'll take you to the section like this. And then There's a big spot at the top for a heading. You can list all of your pages. There's room for notes if you want to make notes about the section. You can do that. So, and then another thing, oops, I went to the wrong page. The other thing to note is obviously everything is in order here. So like that, you can swipe there too. Okay, so this is the table of contents. Now the little star takes you to the quick note page, which is just like a brain dump. If you are quick in a hurry and don't have time to write something down elsewhere, you can write it here. The headings are to buy, to do, mental note, and this and that. And they are all lined. And then we go into the at a glance sections for 2026 and 2027. So we're in 2026 right now. And you can see up here, it says calendar, perpetual, lined, boxes, blank boxes, vision, and notes. You can tap on these, or you can swipe with your finger or pen. So because this planner is a 2026 planner, all of the months and days right here are hyperlinked. Okay, so we can go to June 26th. That's my birthday. It'll take you right to that. It'll take you to the month as well. Okay, it's just a really nice handy spot where you can see everything all at once. You'll have the same thing for 2027. However, it will not be hyperlinked because this is not a 2027 planner. But this is a great resource for you to be able to plan ahead. So if you tap on 2027, you have all of the months and days, you have everything. So you can, plan. If you plan like super far out, you can do that here. All right. Now let's go into those little sections. So again, this is the year at a glance. And then there's little lines underneath each month. This is the perpetual calendar. Now we have line boxes. And again, in the 2026 section, they are also hyperlinked. And then we have blank boxes. We have a blank page for a vision board or images, however you want to use it. I just wrote vision, but you do you. And then we have notes. And then again, we'll go in, it's the exact same lineup for 2027. And keep in mind, if there's things that you want in these sections, like if you want to track your reading for the year or budgeting for the year or grades for the year, if you're a student, you can take anything, any of the templates, and you can put them wherever you want. You can build your own. I don't like to put too much in, even for like a power type planner. I don't want to lead you and make it unnecessary. That's why I have so many templates, so that you can take those templates and build your perfect planner. I give you the basics, obviously, but yeah, that's what they're there for. They're not just for the notebooks, they're there. So if you want to have budgeting every month, you can put the budget template in there. So yeah, it's really, I make these planners so that it's so flexible for you to create your dream planner. Okay, now we get to go into the months at a glance. Let's do February. Okay, so each month has 3 parts to it. You have the calendar, you have lists, and then you have notes. Okay, they're right in a row, so you can, like I did, you can swipe or you can tap. Up here you see it says lists. You can tap on it if you want, or you can swipe. You have just some heading up here, nice, an empty run, an empty box, some lines, and then at the bottom of the page, you can see you have a mini calendar for the next month. And this is hyperlinked as well. So if I wanted to go to March 11th, boom, it's going to take me there. Okay, now keep in mind, if you're in January, oh wait, no, that's right, because it's the month ahead. Keep in mind, because I always forget this too in my planners. So like if you're in December 2026, January is not going to be hyperlinked because that's a whole new planner. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, let's go back. Now we have the actual monthly calendar. All of the days are hyperlinked. It'll take you where you want to go. You can see the circles over here that start the week. Okay, so when you tap on it, it'll take you to your week at a glance. All right, so now let's go to the monthly lists. It's just a very flexible, very simple place for you to write the things that you need to do or want to do for your month. So you have a big box here, 3 labels, and a nice white space over here. You have plenty of room at the top if you decorate or write a quote. You have a little also white space at the bottom. You have boxed like line notes over on the left. Then you have 2 nice spots here for lists. I do have 2 columns for lists because I personally separate my home and work life, because when I'm quickly looking at my planner, I want to see what I need to do for one particular area of my life. I don't like it all jumbled. So that's why you see the 2 nice long lists. Okay. And then we get into the notes, which is just self-explanatory. It's just a really nice spot for your monthly notes. All right. So again, I showed you when you tap on the little circle, it'll take you to the week. And this is your week. The week is a 5-part week, 5-section week. And it starts off with the overview. And again, you'll see the buttons at the top. You can tap, or you can, tap to click on it, or you can swipe with your finger. They're all in order. Okay. So if you tap on February, it'll take you back to February, etc. Okay. So it's Monday through Sunday. All of the dates are hyperlinked. You'll see there's a top part up here, like a little heading section. Maybe you want to put your hours. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to use it, because you know how it's going to work for you. It's just very flexible. Over here we have 3. So you have 3 sections on the overview. Each one has on the left side like a space for a heading or color coding or however you want to use it. And then at the very bottom, each day also has a little extra box. I personally, it would be my menus. It's my menus, but it's just however you want to use it. Maybe it's, again, your work hours, how much you've drank, how many steps, how many calories, how much money you made, how much money you spent. It's just super flexible. And then all of these, as you can see, are lined as well. Then if we swipe, we go to your weekly lists. You'll see it's very similar to your month lists. You have a nice open spot up here, a larger box, 3 labels, lines for notes or whatever. You have 2 nice columns for lists, and then you have 3 boxes with headings for like things that you want to highlight for your week. Okay. So personally, I am telling you how I use mine, because I do get asked that, like, how do I use mine? I do try to keep a little bit private. I don't always share my planners, but I like to do like looking ahead, long range, that's 2 of my boxes. Podcasts, I have that, things I want to listen to that week. But anyway, so this is your week lists. And then again, you can tap or swipe. Week notes, same as your month notes. And then we have your weekly schedule. So again, it's, the days are hyperlinked. You have lined, timed boxes, spaces. It's 5, and then the first one starts at 5, and the last one starts at 10. Then you have 3 lines at the bottom that are not timed. They're just open. You have a nice spot over here if you want to stick a label or color coding or whatever, and the same right here at the bottom. And then at the very bottom, you have a little separated for the end of the day for whatever, again, whether it be menus or steps or water, whatever. If you use this, like, yeah, whatever. Then the last one is details. This is a very hyper specific layout. I love this layout. So again, you'll see you have the top boxes, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, and then you have a spot for labeling the sections. This is great for students, teachers, schedules, like family schedules, social media, like really hyper planning your work week. You know, it's just a very, very, it's kind of like it's breaking it down. This is very, very detailed, which is why I call it details. And then at the bottom, you have, again, a little bigger box at the bottom. Okay, so this is your week, 5 parts, and it does kind of flow. And you're probably like, in case you're wondering why I didn't put like notes at the end, because I think most people will use overview, lists, and notes the most, and then schedule and details, because those might be something that you plan and then are more fixed. You know what I mean? They're there for reference, as opposed, like that would be something that you put, you know, you do on the weekend for the upcoming week, and then it would be more of a reference. That's how I use it in my head, but I mean, that's why I created it the way it is, because that's how I use it. But anyway, so I hope you like it. And again, on the overview, schedule, and details, all of the dates are hyperlinked. So let's go to Wednesday, February 11th. So when you tap on the day, you'll see it says 11 and Wednesday. You'll have the month heading. Tapping on the month heading obviously will take you to February. And then you'll see the same buttons here that you saw in your week. And that's because it'll take you right back to your week. So wherever you are on your day, if you want to reference something, you know, or look at a list or your schedule or however, you can go right there. Okay. And it's just, it matches completely. Then this is a 2-page per day planner as well. However, because there's a lot of buttons here, I didn't add another button. You just swipe to get to your daily notes page. Okay. It's just, I mean, it was getting too crowded. I just didn't want to. So, yeah, it's a nice, it's very simple. You have a nice spot for your notes for the day. So now up here, you'll see you've got another mini calendar. This is for the month that we're on, and it's also hyperlinked. So right now we're on February 11th, but let's go to the 28th, and you can just go there. It's super simple. All of the you can see the grayed out. So like the dates for the upcoming month or past month, depending on where we are also grayed. You can tap on them. They're hyperlinked as well. Okay, so now we're on March 4th, and then it's the same here too. So wherever you are, you can see your month, and you can get wherever you need to go quickly and easily. Okay. The day has, you have your hours, 5, and then it starts at 5, and the last one is midnight. It has a nice little spot for a heading at the top, a nice wide open at the bottom in case you have notes about your day, extra things, maybe that you're pushing to the next day, however you want to use it, or if you have things after midnight. Yeah, I know people do, even though I go to bed at like 9:30. But anyway, I did put the time in the middle. And I did that on purpose. So if you are a follower of mine, you'll see the Ultimate Elevate does not have that. The Ultimate Elevate has 5 through midnight, but it's a different layout. I just did it differently. But I like this on the Power Planner down the middle. You can have You could use the left side for 5, the right side for 5:30, or you could do your schedule, somebody else's schedule, or your schedule and like timed events, like when you're posting something, or it's just I like this layout a little bit better because it's flexible. So I hope you do too. Then on the right side, it's just very straightforward. You have a nice spot here to highlight something, whether it be your focus for the day, a quote, whatever. Then you have 3 labels for, top 3 or things you're grateful for, or breakfast, lunch, dinner. Again, however you want to use it. And then you have your 2 columns for your lists for the day. And then you have a nice open spot at the bottom. So this is your day. Yeah. And I hope you like it. Let's see, what else do I want to give? Oh yeah. Now we're going to go into the templates. And before we go into the templates, I'm going to tap on one and then we're just going to go through all of them. I want to talk to you about line height. So if you notice, all of the lines in the planning pages, whether it be lists, notes, day, week, month, whatever, let me just double check that. Yeah, they're all the same. So that way you can copy and paste things, chunks of text, and paste them, and nothing has to be resized, reformatted, and refitted. This also applies to my templates. Now, you'll see on the templates, you'll see small, medium, large on many of them, and that is the medium lined, or where you see medium matches all of like the planning pages. Other than that, so it's small, medium, large, but once you stop seeing small, medium, large, then it's all medium. So all of the templates are designed to work with the planner. So whatever you want to copy and paste will fit perfectly. Okay. So let's get into it. This is small lined. You can see you have a nice little heading at the top, a space if you wanted to do a date. And then you have medium lined and you have large lined. Then we have small split lines. So it's just 2 columns, and you can see there's a nice space here. Medium split, large split, small graph, medium graph, large graph. The small, medium, large with the graph and the dot grid, that doesn't apply. And that's just a way to differentiate them. Now we have small dot grid, medium dot grid, large dot grid, blank, hex, small lines with a margin, and all of the lines primarily are just a very light dot, a subtle dot. Medium, large. Now this is where the lines all are medium. So we have lines and graph, lines and dot, lines and blank. We have small Cornell, medium Cornell, large Cornell. We have brainstorming paper, which is just a little bit of everything. You have lines, a nice open spot, graph, and a nice run of a to-do list. Now we have 2 blank boxes on the left with lines on the right and reversed. And then we have 2 blank boxes on the left with graph paper and reversed. Split lines, so there's just a line down the middle. Now we have check boxes on the left and then lines on the right and then reversed. We have story paper, so you have a nice open spot for images, doodling, drawing, and then lines on the bottom. Small story, so you just have a spot on the top left for an image, and then the rest is lines. Now we have, I think it's graph multi. You can see you have 3 labels, a nice spot for, I never can think of the word. It's just a nice open space. And then you have graph paper and lines. I don't know. I don't know what I call it. Line multi one, line multi one, lines, and then it's just it's a different layout. I just can't think of what I named it. And another multi-use template. Now we get into like lists, like heavy duty lists. So 2-column blank, 2-column lined, 3-column blank, 3-column lined, 4-column blank, 4-column lined, stacked blank and lined. Again, blank, 6 blank and lined, 8 blank and lined, 12 blank lined, and then with color. And this will reflect the color that you're using in your planner. Then we have lines on the left and blank on the right. Or it's, we have lines on the left and then like, I don't even know what to call them. I can't even think, you guys. Ugh. Boxes on the right. It's just a nice, you know how when you little pieces of information. Yeah, I can't even think. I'm thoughtless right now. And now the boxes on the right have lines. Then we have lines on the left and 6 blank. And then the 6 have lines. 6. Now we have them reversed. So now the boxes are on the left. It's the same thing. It's just everything's reversed. Now we have trackers. Thank goodness. We have a 7-column tracker. And then we have a 7-column tracker with lines. So you can use for notes on the bottom. Then we have a 12-column tracker and then with notes on the bottom. We have a 28-column tracker and with notes on the bottom. Quite honestly, I use the ones with notes on the bottom because whatever I'm tracking, I have so many notes about what I'm tracking. That's my favorite. We have a perpetual calendar and then an extended perpetual calendar, January through June, and then July through December. Now we have your month. I just want to make sure. I can't remember if I bundled these two or not. Yeah, it says, see how it says month, Sunday, and Monday? So when you tap on that, here's the Sunday start and here's the Monday start. So you just have to swipe. Then we have, this is your month lists, but it's blank. So if you like the layout and want to use it as a template, here you go. Then we have different weekly layouts. You'll see most are similar to what's in here. This is different. This is a weekly schedule, Monday through Sunday. These lines are narrow. They don't fit. They're smaller than the rest, but it's just a little more detail as there's 2 lines per hour and it goes 5 through the last time is 10 to 11. So then we have a horizontal week. This is the same layout used in the Ultimate Elevate Planner. Then you have a blank week lists template in case you like that template. Then you have a blank daily template. And now we're getting into the specialty papers. This is project paper. So you have description, notes, sketches, steps, due date, and done. We have goals and intentions, password, check register, like checkbook, like a bank register, your bank account, date, description, category, payment, deposit, reconciling, and your balance. Budgeting, so you have income, expenses, notes, spot for motivation, and then a summary. We have meeting notes, assignment tracker, an alternate assignment tracker, savings, so you can color in the piggy banks if you want, bookshelf, and then another reading log. Now we get into menus and grocery. So there's going to be one for every day of the week, depending on when you grocery shop. So it's Monday. This one's Monday through Sunday, groceries and notes. And then it's Tuesday through Monday. So then we have a Wednesday start, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we go into our covers. And again, let's just refresh your memory. When you tap on the covers, you're going to need to swipe. So these are all the different options for 2026. Then we have my year in a multi in black, my planner in multi in black, and then we have my planner in white, and then one color for every color of the palette that you chose. Then we have stripes. And then the stripes are also in gray. Oh, wait, no. They are in light gray and then black and then a multi-stripe. And then we have asterisk. I think these are new for you guys, for if you're a previous power person. This is asterisk. I'm going to try not to get dizzy when I look at this. I'll try to go slow. If I whip through too quickly, if you are a previous customer of mine, you know you get a code if you make a purchase to all of the free stickers. Like I have free stickers on my website. It's so small, and free washi and free things, but I have one that's just for customers, and that is over 10,000. Like I stopped counting. It's just ridiculous. But I did make a whole bunch of washi tapes, and the asterisk and the damask coordinate with the washi. I just really like the pattern, and I wanted to incorporate it. After I made it, I wanted to incorporate it into the covers, so I thought that'd be cute. So, and then again, you can also choose color palettes in the washi tape and stickers, most of them. And then we have neutrals. So we have white and black, black and white. And then you have two quotes, plan to have a good day, in two different colors, and you have a blank cover as well. So this is your 2026 Elevate Power Planner. Please download the free trial. I'll show it to you here. Oh, I forgot to tell you one important thing. Oh my God. Hang on. The start month. So when you make a purchase, come on, let's get back to February. Come on. You're going to have two options. Well, no, you're not going to have two options. It's going to come with two planners. You're going to get two planners. You're going to get a Sunday month with a Monday week, which is what we went over today. All right. So what I took you through was the Sunday, Monday start. So you know, and then you will also get a Monday month, Monday week start. Okay. So you'll get two PDFs. They're clearly labeled. Just choose whichever one you want. Okay. You will also be able to download. Oh, I don't have it on here right now because, yeah, I don't have the free trial up because I haven't launched yet. So we'll just look at this one. You'll see on my free trials, you'll have one that says, 2026, and then one will say Monday start. So when you do the free trial, definitely choose which one you prefer to use. Okay, so make sure you like it. And then if you are still confused, I have a buying guide under resources, and the buying guide for 2026, will it blow up here? I don't know if it will. No. Has all of my planners listed. So in case you are confused or just want to see the differences at a glance, you can go to the buying guide. The buying guide image is also in all of the Etsy listing images, so you can see it there too. Anyway, I hope that this video found you well, and I hope that it helped you. If you have any questions, please message me because I'm always here to help. And obviously, my website has a ton of information. The listing description has a ton of information. But if you've gone through all of that and you still have questions, I'm obviously still always happy to help. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful day, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Bye.